This is the harsh truth about the 5 a.m. club. Everyone knows the adage that the early bird gets the worm. But you find out at 5 a.m. that when you wake up, there's no birds in sight, or worms for that matter. But on a serious note, it's easy to commit to this when you're comfortable on that Sunday night watching a movie. It's very uncomfortable when it's 5 a.m. and that alarm clock is talking to you. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you what to do and be one of these talking heads that tries to sell this magical, euphoric experience that is a result of you waking up at 5 a.m. that just isn't honest. I'm gonna explain to you my personal experience and go through my hows and whys of waking up at 5 a.m. The first step, and I'm talking at the ground floor level, all you gotta do is set your alarm and stick to it. The first day, you're gonna operate in a bit of a hazy state, not know what's left and what's right. But you gotta figure out some way just to get through the day and do it again. Whether that's listening to AC/DC and Shoreline Mafia, or if you need to be running off some black coffee, whatever it is, whatever your stimulant is, you just have to survive that day to kind of start this new cycle. Changing the cycle isn't easy. You have to decide that you want to make a change. And this comes with accepting that you've gotten to the point of your life because of you. Because of you. I'm kind of going for that Uncle Sam, I want you poster look right here. And so once you accept that it's all on you, you choose to regain control of your life. And one of the ways to do that is by setting your alarm clock early. If you made it to this point in the video, you know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel from practicing this discipline. So I'm here to reaffirm you. There's gonna be those days when you wanna hit snooze. Those days that you wanna go back to bed and you search for every reason why you don't have to get up. And instead, you get up anyways. And then eventually you get to the point where that alarm clock yaps at you. And you just understand, I don't wanna do this, but I've got to. For full transparency, it's important to note, I didn't just all of a sudden have this 180-degree flip from waking up at noon to miraculously waking up at 5 a.m. At the end of the day, I'm just a dude. So I started with 7 a.m. And I woke up at 7, I realized I could do it, and I felt a little bit better. So I said, let's try 6:30. I woke up at 6:30, I realized I could do it, and I felt a bit better. 6:30 became 6. 6 became 5:30. 5:30 became 5. Trust the process. Waking up at 5 a.m. gave me a mental edge. While everyone was dead asleep, the sun wasn't even up yet. I was, and still am, getting after it. And this next point, it's paramount that you listen to it. An important caveat, do not wake up and immediately gravitate towards your phone, checking notifications. The dope show can wait. Do wake up with an intention in mind, whether that intention is to stretch, journal, go work out. One of the big paydays come from when you realize what you gave up. You gave up that nagging feeling in your stomach that as soon as you open your eyes, you're already behind. You gave up being in a rush to get to work. Let's workshop this. If you have to be at work at 9 and you wake up at 5, 9 minus 5, that's a 4-hour window for you to get to work. In those 4 hours, you could legit be cooking eggs out on the concrete and you still would have a cushion. When you wake up at 5 a.m., not only are you an early bird, not only are you a savage, but more than anything, you're just a dude on planet Earth, which is dope. You get what I'm saying? You get where I'm coming from now?